minute. Just look at the ticket, a traveling man. I'm switching the pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing they to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it, yeah.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At their own 19-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Burrow to throw right away. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least
I'm thinking nothing good happened for this team. This is like the most bad little team I've ever seen in my life.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here we go. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh my God.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. And that's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Herbert now. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line.
Oh my! I swear to God, I swear. This is the most. This is the most bad luck team I've ever seen in my life.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
He's talking about these niggas is the bad news bears.
No points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense.
Damn,
Be successful.
don't
Find your playmakers and get them the football.
Line of scrimmage at 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34. The Panthers are 2-12 in what has been a tough year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
We extremely unlucky on this team.
Herbert completes this to and they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one finds Wilson downfield. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Oh my God, what a play.
And incomplete.
What a play.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Herbert throwing again. Touchdown, Packers. Trey Palmer with 11 for 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
I should do outside kick here.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Oh, Lord.
Come on.
Let's go.
Set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side to Higgins. And just shouting him off there. And it's a Packers touchdown. Elijah Higgins, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Burrow.
Come on, oh my God.
And it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Panthers. First down.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
That'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
11.
That's bullshit.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this will be caught at the 30.
What the?
A big connection on that one.
What you think?
33 yards. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 MT take. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Packers. James Cook, 79 yards. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
On one, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
This is tough.
But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they do.
Man, oh my God.
Pass here, middle of the field. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They have to give them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh my God.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On second down, Kamara. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, hell no.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Packer first down.
Herbert on 1st down now. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Here's Herbert. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Packers.
Again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. And the Packers first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Garrett Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
In a way, in a way, in a way.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Burrow's throw here complete to Kelsey. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On 1, right?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty.
Yes.
He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. In motion goes the tight end. On 4th down, Herbert. Touchdown! Chris Olave, a 24-yard touchdown.
Moving the ball all over us.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Kappa. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Olave with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
On 2.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
12, 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
5-9.
Herbert now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. In motion right is Wilson. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Elijah Higgins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Get ready.
Oh, yeah. Get us to the house.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Slant route, and he's got Addison. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Herbert. And it's a Packers touchdown. James Cook with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
12.
Burrow on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Baylor Tigers. Hey, Kappa.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. Herbert going to change the play here. Cook will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 63, Panthers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. That stop made by Jack Campbell. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
12.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now the 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gun.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, way at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow lets this go for Renfrow
Yeah, Renfrow,
This is
though.
caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Oh, my God.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
11 MT.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Wolf on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 70, Panthers 13.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
This could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Yeah! All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
11.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Burrow. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
Here we go.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Packers, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.